We need to head back to Missouri. Apparently, Claire McCaskill is speaking to her supporters right now. Let's hear what she has to say.
Obviously,
Alex, have we
say a few words about what's happened today and how the future is brighter than we all think it right now. It is. We had some good results tonight. The Democrats took the House of Representatives. We have governors that are Democrats now in both Illinois and Kansas. So there were some bright spots. Obviously, we fell short, and that's disappointing. And not for me, but what I feel the most pain about tonight are all of the people who, for the first times, many of them in their lives, said, I'm going to do more than just sit on the couch and cuss the TV. I'm going to show up. I'm going to work hard. And for the thousands of people who volunteered on this campaign, and there were literally thousands and thousands and thousands of you, I am so grateful. And I want you to keep that fire burning because there is justice around the corner.
All right, Claire McCaskill in a concession speech to her supporters. NBC News projects that Hawley will win there in the Missouri Senate race. And in fact, he is speaking, we're told, right now. Josh Hawley, let's listen.
For our farmers and our small businessmen, the people who have built this state, and I will. You know, as throughout this campaign, I've thought many times of a line that Prime Minister Winston Churchill said during the Second World War. He said, why is it that we think of history as something that's in the past and forget that we are making it? Well, we stand tonight at a critical moment in our history. We stand at this hour at a critical moment in our nation's history. Tonight, the people of Missouri have said, we're up to the challenge. Tonight, the people of Missouri have said, we're ready to answer the call in this hour. Tonight, the people of Missouri have said, we believe in America. We believe that our best days are ahead. We believe in our future, and we are ready to fight for it. And I am ready to go to Washington and fight for you. I want to say thank you tonight. Thank you first and most importantly to my wife, Erin, who's here with me. She is the love of my life. She is the love of my life.
Josh Hawley, again, projected to defeat Claire McCaskill, who you saw a moment ago delivering her own concession speech. That's a big one.
It is a big one. Look, Claire McCaskill has pulled rabbits out of her hat before. She did it. The infamous Todd Akin, who was her Republican opponent 6 years ago, and she basically put money behind Todd Akin to get him the nomination because he had very extreme views on the issue of abortion, and they came out, and she was able to win. Also had the help of a presidential year with Barack Obama at the top of the ticket. This year, not there. I was out in Missouri a couple weeks ago. I spent time with both of them to check in on that race. What was interesting in talking to Team McCaskill, unequivocally, Kavanaugh cost him this race. Yeah. They would set it, and I can tell you there's personal animus among some of these Democratic senators. We know now of two of that have lost, Donnelly and Claire McCaskill, very upset at Dianne Feinstein. Very upset at how the Senate Democrats handled the Kavanaugh hearing. And I think at this point, I can tell you this, Claire McCaskill, I'm guessing she'll talk more in the next couple of days. She's going to talk a lot about that.
I think she's going to have a very strong critique of the leadership of her own party. I really do.
Our pollsters made clear that the Kavanaugh hearings may well have been a Senate saver for Republicans.
I think that's 100% true.
We have been...
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.